Good evening, everybody. How are we all this evening? I hope you are feeling extra fabulous on this lovely Tuesday. This lovely cold, frosty Tuesday. We started off frosty and freezing and then it warmed up and it's very nice this afternoon. I don't know what it's like.
And you have my bow.
And my axe.
Oh, it is the best, isn't it? Thank you so much, Reuven, for subscribing. Obviously, if you can subscribe for free through Amazon Prime, and if you need help on how to do that, pop it in the chat and tech support will help you. So, how's everyone's day been? What have you been up to? Oh look, the Nightbot's just telling you as well. Has everyone had a good day? What have you been up to? Tell me all about it. You know I love to hear about it. Have you been doing something exciting and dramatic? Have you been doing just, you know, a normal day? Have you done something really mundane and boring? Have something bad been going on for you? Let's make it better. Let's talk about it. I'm fine. Oopsie, thank you very much. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got to do my sounds. Honestly. What am I like?
Oopsie.
And then obviously we have my wonderful tech support.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
We have got a couple of lurkers and we have got the wonderful exasperated machinist. Which is my favourite way to describe you, Tyrus. So, I'm good. I've still... Do you know what? This blinking cold is like the never-ending cold. If tech support don't work, you set it on and off to... Yes, tech support has a switch. I just turn him off and turn him back on again. I haven't needed it so far. So, tech support, aka Mr. Fran, aka Reuven, and I got married. Not even a year before COVID hit, and So we spent the first couple of years of our married life in lockdown, just the two of us in our house. And during this time, we built a new decking out the back of our house. So I did have somewhere to bury him if he annoyed me enough that I needed to press the off switch. But as you know, he is still here with us. So it obviously went well. And you know, 8 years on, we are still in our house, still living together. We've expanded our little family to include cats and a baby. So, you know, you must be doing something right. Let's not tell him that because he'll get a big head. Hello, Pico. Lovely to have you along. How are you doing? I know, it's quite impressive, actually. That both of us are still alive. Lockdown was hard, wasn't it? I don't know how you guys coped. Mr. Fran, I'm very proud of Mr. Fran for this, okay? So, Mr. Fran's an engineer, and as part of his role, he had to build some of the parts for been together 10 years and 10 days. All about the 10. Aw, look at you big softy. So Mr. Fran had to build some of the parts for the generator to work the Florence Nightingale's hospitals that they'd set up in the Excel Centre, and everyone else had been sent home, so he was doing this by himself. And I am super proud of him because he never brags about the things that he does, but you know, he's a good dude. He is the ultimate dude, obviously. But yeah, I'm very proud of him. And he just kind of got on and done it by himself. Lots of heavy work and heavy lifting and all that jazz. So but let's hope we don't have to do that again. Ever again. Basically, you know, in Only Fools and Horses, where you've got Uncle Albert goes, during the war, when we get to that age, it'll be like, during COVID, and you worked on the Millennium Falcon. I know you're more proud of that. Pico, your hubby and you are coming up on 6 years. Congratulations to you too. Oh, look at all this anniversaries. Oopsie got married in game the other day. Lots of anniversary stuff going on. Check us all out. Do you know what? So, Mr. Fran and I, we listened to our friends' dating lives in this year in real life, 11 years. Alright, Oopsie, you're winning. You're winning at life. Reuven is indeed my hubby. Yes, indeed he is. He's my tech support. He's my hubby. He is long suffering as I go, tech support, help. So, what was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. I know. Well, he's the one. He got me started doing this Pico. So basically, if you don't like it, it's his fault. I've completely lost what I was going to say. No, it's gone. You have to remind me later. Okay. So, last time, well, it was all a bit dramatic. So, we managed to get into the whatever that place was called, which I didn't like, where the morons are. Elmore. We managed to get into Elmore. And inside Elmore, we discovered that things are not what they seem. I mean, I already knew this. Oh, stop it. So, Mr. Fran and Baby Fran watched the new Mufasa movie the other morning, because they have, so on Sunday mornings, they have Daddy, Daughter and Disney Day, and I have a lay-in. It's amazing. I highly recommend this to any other family out there. You need it. So I do Saturday mornings, and Mr. Fran does Sunday mornings. So they watch the new Mufasa movie for their Daddy, Daughter and Disney morning, and now he keeps singing this blinging song. I mean, it is good, but still, I do not need to hear it 472 times. So, we got into Yulmore. We found out that the big guy that looks like Jabba the Hutt met Thanos and then bred, called Lord Vahey, is controlling the Sin Eaters somehow. I reckon he's feeding people to them. So he's kind of saying to like the outsiders, the poor people that are getting in, that if they can't continue to do their role, they're either going to be thrown out or they go to this as like ascension thing, which I reckon is basically him just feeding the Sin Eaters. So It's all very dodgy. Anyway, we've managed to get our way out of there, and we're going to head over and meet Alfie now, and basically I need to take him out because I do not like him at all. So that's our plan for tonight. Oh, there's a Pokemon. Is anyone else in game with me? What are you guys up to tonight? Right, okay. And obviously, the most important thing, what did you have for dinner? I made a chicken and asparagus risotto. It was very nice. Mr. Fran does not eat that, so he made him. So I made him chicken, and he poured about 10 tons of gravy all over it. You ate jelly beans for dinner. That is very healthy. I highly approve. Right, shall we get cracking? Let's head over and find Alfie. I'm going to take us over to gameplay. I'm not entirely sure that jelly beans is the healthiest of dinners. Pico, please tell me that you're eating something else as well. I'm really sorry because I can't get rid of this stupid cold. It was breakfast actually, it's only 1 o'clock here. Oh, okay. Oh, well that's totally acceptable. Just sprinkle it on a bit of muesli or something and you went away. Oh. So what are you doing with the rest of your day today? Oh, I gotta go down to not Goblin Town. Oh, hang on, Diwara, let's not just run off the edge. Okay, I'm standing in midair. Let's find another way down, shall we? Can I fly here? I can't remember. I don't think I can. No, I can jump. Look, it's Jack and Sally! We can live like Jack and Sally if we want. Okay, so we're in the first of the mirror worlds kind of thing. And there's a lot going on, so we have to stop another calamity. Why are these people just insistent on having calamities all over the place? But anyway, in this world there is lots and lots of different names for things, which is only totally confusing. Right, so we're off to see Alfie, who's over here. Oh, that's my dude who brought me here. Do you not think, Pico, right, that this mount looks like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas a little bit? Okay, let's chat to Alfie. It so does, doesn't it? Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavour. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nonetheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vathery and his subjects. Now I'm going to have to take him out, basically. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh yes, so, most importantly, what did everyone have for dinner? Apart from jelly beans, or lunch, or breakfast. You know, I love some food inspiration in my life. Right, off to the ocular we go. Where is the ocular? Where am I? Oh, I'm there. Okay, so the ocular is near the dorsal gate. So let's do that then. I need a crane to take him out. I mean, that is an excessive solution of it. Off to the dorsal gate we go. Oh, and I cheersed everyone with my hot chocolate. I really can't remember what I was going to say. I literally just don't have any brain power anymore. So, I did have some success. Sorry. Well, I mean, it may have been slightly rude, but I'll allow it because he's so unpleasant. Was he a nice guy, then I would totally have told you off, but Oopsie is unlocking Bozja. Okie dokie. Right, let's go speak to the Exarch. In we go. There's a great movie. Has anyone ever watched? Like, I genuinely think this is like the peak of several people's acting. It's a great movie. It's a 90s movie called What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and it's got Johnny Depp in it, and a very young Johnny Depp, and also an incredibly young Leonardo DiCaprio. And Leonardo plays a kid with learning disabilities, and he was so good I genuinely believed that he had got learning disabilities. If you've not seen it, it's really good. The reason that Pico prompted me to think of that is because their mother in it is a very large lady, and they talk about having to have a crane to get her out, and unfortunately she dies, and rather than the embarrassment of the crane, they decide that it would be better to burn the house down with her dead body in it. It's not a solution that I recommend to anybody. Anyway, great movie, slightly odd, obviously it's got Johnny Depp in it, so check it out. No, don't feel bad at all. Like I say, Lord Vahari is horrible, so we're gonna take him out with a crane, with some dancing rings, maybe with a rocket launcher, who knows. It is good to be back amongst friends. In such company I can finally turn my thoughts to the future. But here we discuss all that we have learned and begin planning our next step. Blah 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 blah. I think it best that you visit Alisay. Familiar with Amarang will no doubt provide us with invaluable insight, and besides, I know she's as eager to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Diawara. It's what I do. I come, I visit people, I make them smile. Obviously. Right, let's talk to the Crystal Exarch, who I still haven't seen his face. It's very annoying. And it does look like he's half Avatar. Right, he's eager for me to go meet Alisay. Ready to depart for Amarang? Alisay will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know, she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I bet she did. Right, hot chocolate. Cheers, everyone. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here. This is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassad, the master of a merchant caravan. So this is a new feature we've got. If you enjoy something particular in the stream, just type !clip and it will clip it so that we can then share it and pass it on to everybody. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Omero launch and he will see that you reach your destination. Excellent. Off we go again. In search of Alisay. Right, where do I need to go? Out of here. Out of here. I quite like it in here, this blue and gold. It suits my what I like. It suits what I like. So, also, happy Shrove Tuesday, everybody who's had their pancakes today. I don't know if this is something that's celebrated all over the world, or just here in England. Where am I trying to go? Up by there. Is this the main one? Oh, let me go to this one because I can see it. So, did everyone have pancakes today? So, in England, we have this day called Shrove Tuesday, and it is just before Lent. Lent is a Christian celebration where Jesus went into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights and fasted, and so Lent, you give something up for Lent, like chocolate or cake or crisps. So the day before Lent, or the Tuesday before Lent begins, is called Shrove Tuesday, and what you do is you use up all the stuff in your cupboard so that you don't have it there hanging around. So a lot of people make pancakes, so you would use up your flour, your eggs, your sugar, your milk, etc. So this morning baby Fran and I had pancakes. It was very nice. We had pancakes with apple. A lot of people like a classic lemon and sugar. I like a classic lemon and sugar, but baby Fran can't have any citrus. She's allergic. So we had apple with our pancakes. Anyone else have pancakes today? If you've come looking for work, I might... Oh, hang on, we're Birmingham round here. If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Nope, I am not. I know, poor Bubba. But it's not worth the risk of giving her citrus, because it brings her out in a nasty rash, bless her. Oopsie, you've not had pancakes either. I mean, this is a poor showing, people. I urge you all to go forth and have pancakes. Either today or tomorrow. Treat yourself. Oh, a friend of the Exarch, hoping to meet someone in Armarag, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave straight away. Assuming you have everything you need. I have everything I need. It's on the 2nd of November over there. Oh, okay, fair enough. Funny, isn't it, how different places celebrate things differently. So, what is everyone's favourite pancake topping? Now, mine, right, is I make the pancake and then I fill the middle with cherries and syrup, and then I fold it over and I drizzle hazelnut chocolate over the top with some, if I've got some hazelnuts. Oh, see, cherry and chocolate is my favourite combo. I kind of really want that now. Chocolate chip, classic. It's a classic and a good one. All set, then off to the Unforgiving Sands we go. Oh, well, that sounds lovely. Right, we can now travel there. Let's go. Chocolate chip is always good. I'll tell you what I really like doing. This is for when you are feeling very calorific. When you're cooking your pancake, put some marshmallows in the middle, and then carry on cooking
parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Array once rose.
Close the pancake and let the marshmallow melt in the middle.
Journeyed here long ago. I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people.
Bit deserty.
And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Okay. I mean, Mr. Fran's idea of hell is basically the desert. He hates sand. Too much sand. Pico, you're on his side. Yes, well, you know, unfortunately, natural glitter just is a very important substance for this earth. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky may be bright as in the scorching hours of day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alice friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Mordsuk to break up the track, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Lovely. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. That, I have to say, would be a problem. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. So there's a film with The Rock in it, where he is... It might be the Scorpion King. No, I don't think it's the Scorpion King. It's one of those kind of films. And he's caught in a sandstorm, and he has to... Oh, we've got Sally again. And he has to... Oh, I'm going to totally go for this one as well. He has to bury himself in the sand in a sandstorm, and you know when you're just like, oh, what the heck is that thing? Armadillos, crunchy on the outside, smooth on the inside. Armadillos. Does anyone remember that advert? It was for Dime Bar. Oh, I love a Dime Bar. Yum yum. There he is. Armadillos. I'm going to literally be just saying that in my head for the rest of the stream. You're welcome. Right, Cassard goes on to say, stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Armarag, is it not? Before you cross that river of sand, you have to turn around or feast your eyes on that. What am I looking at? Okay. There is a giant walking cactus. What am I looking at? Yes, it's beautiful. Sandy. And there's a giant walking cactus. Hey, Pico, you stole my joltic. How rude of you. They built them big, didn't they? That's Quasar Shal, a fortress meant to protect the northern regions of Nabatharang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Norvold's mightiest nations. I do think that they actually just like to make things difficult for me to say. Ugh. At least until the floods came along, great chunks of Nabatharang's lands were lost to its light. It looks a bit off balance. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Don't be so judgy. Just because it's not straight doesn't mean it's not okay. Its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them anyway. No, not many to choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that great Olkin fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and me caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mordsuk. Let's press on, shall we? I mean, this whole place is a bit unbalanced, really, to be honest, Pico. Right. Off to Cassard again. Where am I? There I am. Right. Let's get... Here we go now. Yay! Birdie! I love this man. Maybe they just need to remove sand from one side to return to the right balance. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I think building on sand was not their best plan, really. No, no, no. I'm not getting involved in a fate. Every time I get involved in a fate, I die. Yes. Oh, look, and there's very helpfully a AC right here. Here we are, Mordsuk. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. I'm glad you're so happy to be here. Thing is, it's a bit like people who build by volcanoes or next to massive rivers and that kind of thing. You know? Floor tanking fates. I mean, not even a floor tank up. See, I just have to die and go back to Limps and start all over again. Cassard stands at the entrance to Mordsuk, an eager smile on his face. Mordsuk, not just full of Maud, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Sounds like my kind of place. I like a soup mix of humans. Oh, have you met a Maud before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a lot more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. More soup sounds like your kind of place. I mean, it depends what soup it is, really. Good chicken soup. Do you know what? It does, you know, when you're just like, there's one thing that always rings true, and no one will ever beat your mum's chicken soup when you're feeling ill. Like, my mum used to put these little pasta stars in chicken soup when I was poorly, and it was like sweet corn and carrots and chicken, obviously. And nothing will ever taste the same as that. Chicken noodle soup. You have a cold as well. You're still poorly. Pico, you need a hot toddy. It will sort you right out. Were you there for my instructions on making a hot toddy? So, you need a shot of whiskey, a spoonful of honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a shot of boiling hot water, and a squeeze of lemon juice, and then just neck it, right? It will sort you right out. You got over a cold and immediately got another cold. You're so angry. I know. Like, I just feel like I'm just constantly... I mean, I have a germ factory that goes to associate with other small people and then comes home and sneezes in my face. So... oh, I'm selling this parenting thing. So, yeah, I do feel your pain, to be honest. It is hard with little ones. I mean, I might have an immune system like a concrete wall by the time she's 18. Adorable little germ characters. So this is a Maud. That's a kobold. What, beady eyes? Oh, it's a kobold. We dealt with them, so we're going to realise that this is now called a Maud here. Obviously, they were in our Alexander quest quite a lot. Yes, I do love her dearly.
This is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Yes, I do love her dearly, particularly when she needs to squish her sweaty, ill little body right up against me for a cuddle and then literally sneeze in my mouth. I mean, that's love, that is, rather.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Maud's.
So this is a bit like the Alexandria place.
As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare.
Woohoo!
As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Maud souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Maud dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Maud do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
Yeah, in the other one, obviously they like kept all the junk, didn't they?
That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money.
Oh, that's handy.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
Amen to that. God damn it.
Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals.
Just look at this innocent little face.
And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Uh-oh.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
I like his little rhymes, they're good.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
That's very nice of him.
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Wow.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Oh my life, everyone just woke up. Whoa.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Hello, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots so smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy?
Oh my life. Well, that's dramatic.
Enough of that! Calm, I say!
Reminds me a little bit of when I went to Turkey. So, bless them. The Turkish people are lovely, but they're very much like, my friend, come into my shop. I have so many lovely things for you to buy, which is great for the first 10 minutes. But then afterwards you're like, whoa, just please, can I just walk down the road? And it was really hot as well. Yeah, and they don't forget you as well. If you go like, oh, I'm just gonna wander down here and have a look and then I'll come back later. If you walk past them, they're like, you said you'd come back here later. So yeah, we always ended up popping in lots of shops and stuff. I'm not very good at saying no. Oh dear.
This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
Hey, I might want a pot. You leave me
Nothing
alone.
better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
I mean, you don't have to. It's their cake. Wow, I think I'm very excited about some gold piece. Right then. then, let's go and speak with Ron, which just makes me think of Lavender Brown in Harry Potter. Oh, Ron. Right, down to the market. Hello, Ron. What you got? Do run, do run. Welcome to Ron's Traveller. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time. Stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Certainly a time at Hogwarts. Browse his wares. Remove the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a few stuff and inspect it. Wonderful. Okay. Meat. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Lovely. Skewers. Oh, froggies. Yum. Oh, you'll like those chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, and then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Armadillos! And we're going around in circles. Perfect for snacking. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Mmm, delicious. Right. Indeed. Well, I didn't start it. Ron did. To do Ron. I call that mush loaf. Oh, wow. That sounds delicious. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruit, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. I mean, that seems sensible. And then last but not least, worms. Bear Grylls has been here. Everyone's favourite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wiggler, you'll never want any other treat. Oh, I think I will, actually. I'm not having the worms. What would I try in real life? Probably the mush bread, the mush loaf, because I like the idea that it's still moist. This makes sense. If you're in the desert, you want something that's going to get fluids inside you. I don't want the spicy meat. I definitely don't want the worms. Not sure about the froggy. I'm going to go for the bread. Yeah, I'm going cactus bread. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on the sands with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold. Naturally. Here you go. Have some gold. And done. One for Burret on Earth buys you 40 loaves of bread. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of bread. I'm going to go and share it with all the poor people. Right. What am I going to do with all this bread? Crunchy. Crunchy on the outside. Smooth on the inside. Moist on the inside. No, obviously I'm not a fan. Every last mouthful. I think I'll share the rest. Will you eat the lot? No, I'm going to share it. Our visitor invites us to feast. Let us give thanks for her great generosity and small appetite. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honoured ours. Oh, look, Pico's after all the Pokemon tonight. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not sure that this... I think this cactus fruit is like a little Alky Frolic. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns! Oh. When we got married, Mr. Fran and I, one of my bridesmaids said that, you know, there's no takesy backsies now. There's no returns. That's it. Cherubai is one of your faves. It's so cute. Do you know, I don't even know that one. If it's not in the 150 originals, then we get a bit confused. Right, let's go back to Gengen. There you go. Look, I bought everyone some bread. I hope you're happy. Gel. What the heck is Gengen? Oh, I've gone the wrong way, obviously, because, you know, I have skills. It's like a little cherry. Nice. Oh, look, I went the wrong way. Shocking. Shockingly. Right, so Gen I've fed everyone and spent some dollar. I was watching from here, dear Warrior. You honoured our custom and with great relish. I think you need some relish on your bread, mate. You will always be welcome here in Mordsuk. If you need anything in Amanrarag, we are here to provide. Awesome. Well, thank you. Look, I'm quite close to levelling up. That's exciting. Right. Oh, look at you catching your cherry. Right. Cassard is impressed by my gastronomic fortitude. I mean, I fell over. Gahaha! You have courage, me. Hang on, that's the wrong accent. You have courage, me friend. Ron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Great. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. On the road again. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Well, I mean, whatevs. Oh, offering your services, are you? Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. I mean, I've got loads of energy now. I've had mush loaf. I'll go and take care of some last minute haggling then. See you in a bit. View the market receipt any time by using the relevant. Okay. That is very dramatic music for going to the market. Right. Oh, look. Shockingly, Ron is where we're starting. Oh, Ron. So, on the Book of Face, there's a page I follow where they do like pretend mock-ups of different casts that you would choose. So, like for example, they've done the new Dumbledore or they've done the new Little Mermaid, and they choose like famous actresses and actors. So for the new Little Mermaids, they sort of dress her like, so they had Florence Pugh, they had Zendaya, they had loads of people, and all they like all put Ariel's kind of hair and an outfit on them. It's very clever actually. It's probably AI. And then at the bottom there is always, without fail, Danny DeVito. It's literally one of my favourite pages at the moment. So they probably will do like the new cast of all the new Harry Potters and whatever else is coming out. So but it is very entertaining. I can't remember what it's called, but it is worth a look. Right, cured leather. Let's take you. Hungry again? Oh, hang on, wrong voice. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, friend, but I wouldn't eat those. I mean, I wasn't planning on it as it goes. Can I just literally just can I not just take it? Yeah, no, obviously not. Okay. Use the market receipt. Of course. Table cactus, iron Thor. Okay, I'm so confused. Ton, Tol, and Mill. Okay. Ton. What did I say? Ton, Tol, and why is there cured leather there then? What? It's very confused. Oh look, see, look. There's a shiny thing over there. How come the leather didn't work? Is that Ton? Stack of crated almonds. Okay, so let's try using the thing again. Right. If you're handling Cassard's porter work, you've come to the wrong place. He has no outstanding orders with my shop. Well, why has your stuff got stuff that's shining at me then? Ugh. Oh, here you go. Here's one of them. Thol. Yo, dude. Right, that's one. 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Cassard sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again? Oh, Lord. Iron ore. Fortunately, it's on the table. Iron ore, of course. That would explain why I have this box here. It's all yours. Right, 1, Gin Gin? No. Thon Thon and Mill Mill. There is a dude in the wall. I mean, that seems an excessive way to live. Are these all... Are all the market stalls down there or not? Or some up here by the ATM? Dear worry, let's not run into the stairs. Let's try over here. Let's again. Bun Bun? No, Ton Ton and Mill Mill. Sorry, not you. Oh, I've literally come off the map now. Let's try back the other way. Right, there's Ron. To-do run, to-do run. That's... No, Bill we didn't need. We need Mill. It's very confusing. Right, I'm just going to go around the other side, like 2 trailer park girls. Flea-bitten scavenger, lovely. Multiclinarian. Zinzin. I already tried that dude. Mill. There we go, there's one. Not close enough. These thinking go to around the outside, These fetch and carry quests are annoying. Hands off! That water is for Mill's foot bath. And if you have coin or barter. Oh, you work for Cassard. Mill has his antiques all booked up and ready for transport. Right, so let's continue. Oh, okay, I'm actually in somebody's water now. It's not very polite of me. So we are just looking for Tonton as opposed to Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Not you. Not you. Genuinely, where is this person? You'd think. Aha, there they are. You'd think once I'd cleared 2 of them, they would like make it a bit easier to find people. Obviously not. Oh look, I even ran past him, honestly. Sack of herbal remedies. Oh, hand it over. Hand it over. You came in with Cascade, yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please, take your prickly purchase. I mean, that's what I've always wanted. Why have I only got 2? Oh, to be collected from Mulmul, who happens to be over here. That's very convenient. Give me my box of antiquities. Hey, no touching. That merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer. Dude, don't resell the stuff. What? Cassard sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling its goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no. Well, that's all kind of lies, isn't it? Nabath are relics, wasn't it? All packed in that box there. Handle with care. Okay, cool. Right, let's go find Cascade. Which is making me think of Cascada. I am Cascada. Oh no, that's not Cascada. That's somebody else. I am Karina. That's who that was. Yes, I am. Cascada was evacuate the dance floor. I'm addicted by the sound. It's a great song. Oh, Mender. Yeah, they're always worth a little stop off. Please mend my stuff. Oh, I do not have anything that can be repaired. Oh, okay, well that's very handy. I obviously repaired it before I left the house. This is taking too long. Oh, excuse me. Don't tell me you've been round the entire market already. Yes, I have, because I am just that good. Aye, that's the lot. Alright, good work. Quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you'd want to sit in the city like the Exarch. Something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. This outfit's cool, look at them trousers. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hope to conclude all my business before you return, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag my middleman round to sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard! Feels like an age since I saw you. I mean, she doesn't look like a middleman to me. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alice. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alice has told me so much about you. You're Diawara, aren't you? I mean, once spoken about, never forgotten. I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alice quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Diawara's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Arman Reg, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Well, that's helpful. Right, there we go. Ooh, look, I got some stuff. Some stuff, people. I got stuff. Should we have a look at our stuff? Oh, it probably is not going to be as good as what cereal's got me, but you know. But you know. Cool. So let's make sure we are wearing all of the best stuff. Yes, we still are. Cool. Okay, right. Tesleen. Sorry. Although, I am going to tell you now a very cool little story after this. She is eager to set off. Alice has been desperate to see you, Diawara. Let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Right, I'm going to teach you something, everybody. If your man is going to go running off with Tesleen, it's not worth having anyway. Kick him to the curb. And go find yourself somebody decent. Who's not even interested in Jolene or Tesleen. However, he must love Dolly Parton, because she is a queen. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Did anyone hear the Beyonce version? Beyonce did a cover of Jolene and she sort of modernised it. I wasn't a massive fan, but I know that there were people that did like it. Right, let's go find Tesleen again. Yeah, so I did see this really cool thing on, again, the Book of Face. So so for all of you that don't know, Dolly Parton, who literally came from nothing, she you know, had a big family. They lived in one room. They were a really poor family, and obviously she's worked her way up to be so successful, and she's a millionaire. And what she's done with that money is she set up this book club so that every child in America and now across the world can have books from her Imaginarium until they're 5 or something like that. Anyway, so they were talking about this, and the politicians are threatening to stop some of the funding for this program. And so this woman underneath this news article had written, "I'm just taking my earrings off," and someone underneath had put, "I'm going to hold your shoes," Someone else had put, I've got a hairband so you can tie your hair back. So anyway, there was this whole thing about how everyone was like, it's like you can do whatever you like, but do not mess with Dolly Parton. So someone else has put, I'm on the way from the UK, I'm coming to help. And I was like, I'm coming too, I've got bricks to put in everyone's handbags. Dush. So yeah, Dolly Parton, absolutely a queen. She is a legend and such a lovely lady, like you say, lovely inside and out. And if you don't have one of these Dolly Parton Imaginarium book services in your area, you can actually set it up yourself, because I've looked at doing it here. Obviously we're very lucky in the UK, we have sort of book free books given to kids and stuff, but if you don't have that in your country, then please do look at signing up to be somebody that can organise this programme that Dolly Parton runs. So she is an absolute legend. Oh no, her husband passed away. That is a long 60 years, blimey. I'm sorry, like Dolly Parton and Mr. Parton totally winning here. What a sad news. And she just seemed just such a nice lady. She's great in a film called Still Magnolias. If anyone hasn't watched that, you should totally check that out as well. Oh, and the film recommendations, they just keep coming. But yeah, I love a bit of Dolly Parton. She is a queen. Right, Tesleen. That's in my head now. All set. Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. It's a great movie. Shelby. I can usually swing the sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself with too many bargains today. That's my problem when I go to the shop. I'm just going to go in for 3 things, 2 trolleyfuls later, and out I come. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? Ha! Really? I'm sure I can manage. I thought you might. Alice was always saying how much you... I mean, let's get going, shall we? What has Alice been saying? What other movies is Dolly Parton in? Does anyone know any other Dolly movies that I can check out? Right. We've got a fight... Protect Tesleen. Oh, and she's got herself in trouble. Of course she has. I love the little footprints in the sand as well. The one based on her life is pretty good, but you don't know the name. Okay, well, I'm going to check it out. You see, people, millionaires, this is what you should be doing. Educating children. Just saying. Right, here we go. Come on in, little coyote. I haven't had to fight for a while. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee, it's all taking and no giving. That'll do it. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alice was strong, but in her mind she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Oh, that's honestly not a problem. Right, let's go find some coyotes in our life. Leave the Sam Mole to, you know, Sam Moley. No, listen, I was leaving you to do your ting. Do your ting. If you're going to start, however, there's going to be trouble. A coat of many colours. Hang on a minute, isn't that Joseph? How I love my coat of many colours. She did a song for the film and was one of the 3 stars. Okay, I might have to have a Dolly Parton night. Oh, look, we've got 2 for the price of 1. Oh, why are you getting involved? Yes, silly creature. Really? Just really? May or may not have just pressed the wrong button. Which I know is unusual for me. You know, for something that's a mole, this is a bit harder than I anticipated it being. Right, there we go. When Dolly was little, her mum made her a coat of different coloured rags while telling her the Joseph story. Ah, see? Good old mums. Good old mums. They've got to find a way around stuff. So, I felt really bad the other day. And this is I think one of those mum things. So I was really tired. There's no excuse, but I was really tired and I was a bit stressed. And baby Fran would not go to sleep, and it was getting late, and I hadn't eaten. And anyway, I said to her, "Do not throw your dummy down there because I will struggle to get it." So what does she do? She throws her dummy down the back of the cot, where I have to literally lift the cot out. And it's just a bit of a pain. So I did tell her off a little bit. I was a bit snappy, and I didn't mean to be snappy, but I was a bit snappy. And then I felt horrendous. But don't get me wrong, I wasn't mean or anything. I would never do anything like her. But I was just a bit like, Owen, come on, you know, and sort of told her off a little bit. And then I felt so bad. I felt so bad. And you know, this is the problem. The mum guilt, man. The mum guilt is strong. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. I know, but and I always say sorry. I always say sorry when I'm like, sorry for snapping. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Right, off we go. Again. Being a mum, do you know what? Being a mum is the hardest job sometimes, because you're never off duty. But yeah, I do beat myself up a lot, I think. And I think a lot of people do. You know? Oh, I'm just going to running down that hill. Right. Oh no. Oh, why? Just why? Yeah, I do think the lack of sleep is a killer, and I think it's particularly bad, right, when you've got used to sleeping through the night and then something changes to stop you again, and then it goes on for ages, because that is the worst thing. And that is why sleep deprivation is probably one of the most productive forms of torture, because you're just like, I can't deal with no sleep. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favour somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we? Well, I'll try and be a good mum. I'm sure I'm not the best mum in the world. I'm definitely not one of the Instagram mums that goes out to the back garden where they've, you know, got their own chickens and pick the organic eggs and then grind their own flour and make pancakes, I'm afraid. But I did make the pancakes and the apple into a star shape, so I'm going to give myself some points for that. Okay. Welcome to the Inner Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since at least Alice arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? Oh, the influencer mums. Oh man, they do just stress me out. You don't know? Well, this is not good. I don't think I've met anyone besides Alice who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. 6 degrees of separation. You always know a guy who knows a guy. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Okay. Here we go. Well, I mean, I didn't make her stand there with the heavy box, Oopsie. She could have put it down at any time. Don't you know, level up? I just leveled up. Well, don't you know, level up? I just leveled up. Okay. Tussling. She's looking for Alice. Now, where is she? I mean, also, holding the books, good weightlifting. It's good for her strength and core strength and muscle tone and stuff. Maybe she was doing a little workout. I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Do you not think that this quest accepted noise is very dramatic? Right, first things first. Let's go and grab this. How are you getting on, Oopsie? What you up to in game? Right, let's go to Lederick that way. Obviously, you are going looking for Moogle stones. Yeah, fun times. And XP. Look at my gorgeous elephant! It's not a phrase you expect to say every day, I have to say. It's the event from yesterday. Oh, there's another new event. Okay, cool. I've lost my way. Other way. I love this mount. It's so pretty. It is very sandy here. The fields of amber. As we walked in fields of amber. 1 is a week old and lady sings 2 in older. Oh, for the International Women's Day? Maybe? International Women's Day. Moogle stones give mounts. Oh, nice. I mean, I highly approve of that because you usually then give them to me. So I approve. Right, here we go. Let's go find Alice. I am surveying. Alice is nowhere to be seen, but I spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they seem to be about the right size. They're probably mine. Sort of farming. Well, I mean, but you get there in the end, because I know, like, Mr. Fran is doing Juno this evening, and I'm like, do you not get bored of just doing the same thing over and over again? And he's like, no, it's only once a week, and you know, I get stuff and then I can move on to the next thing. Footprints lead off somewhere that away. These probably aren't even Alice Hayes' footprints. I do quite like my little dragon. And continue on northwest. Okay, off to the northwest we continue then, because you know my sense of direction is amazing. Obviously. Really? Do you have to come in here, give it all the big un, get yourself— oh, and why are you getting involved? What the heckin' heck? Let's just focus on one at a time. Just gonna take out one at a time. That's one. And this is 2. No, right, go away. Okay, where was I? I was looking for my small footprints. I was so rudely interrupted. Curve round to the west. Let's try and stay away from the Gilman, because they're like little zombie things, aren't they? You saw nothing. There we go. So it's been award season as well. Obviously you had the Oscars, you've had the Brits. What's going on? I just like looking at the outfits. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. Wonderful. Yeah, I like looking at the outfits, and I think I mentioned before. Oh, hello Raiders! Thank you so much! Thank you for coming on in. Dia, thank you so much for the raid. Beautiful Waves, thank you so much for the raid. How are you all doing today? A dragon raid? Excellent, that's better than a normal raid.
Get back here!
Oh, hello. There she is. So, welcome everybody in.
It can't be.
So, we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently in Shadowbringers. Hello, Dia sent you. Oh, thank you, Dia. Thank you for trusting me with your stream. Thank you for raiding on in. Have you had a good stream? Impressive. You almost lost that one. I mean, I don't feel like that's kind of the way to reintroduce ourselves. So, just quickly, hello, my name is Fran. I am a first-time streamer and first-time gamer. Final Fantasy XIV is my first ever game. I tend to spend most of my time being dazed and confused about where I'm going and lost. So, if you enjoy the idea of that, then please do feel free to stay. Beautiful Waves, if you... Beautiful, I like that. Beautiful. If you feel the need to grab yourself something to eat, drink, chill, pop to the loo, etc., then I completely understand if you have to raid and dash. Thank you so much for trusting me with your stream, but I hope you guys enjoy. Are any of you Final Fantasy players? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, if you are Final Fantasy players, let me know where you are in game. As I say, we are in Shadowbringers, so I don't want anybody to get any spoilers. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Mwah. What have you been playing tonight? Let's go with impressive rather than you nearly lost that.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
There's a bot.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Oh, you were... Oh, there's lots of grinding going on tonight. So you're not the only one. Nice. Okay, so I'm presuming that you are in Dawn Trail and you've done all the content and you know everything about everything, and you will just sit there and laugh at me mostly getting lost then. Thank you, Reuven.
How are you?
Hello. Ah, now I know who you're talking about. I call her Deirdre. That's why I was confused. Thank you, Deirdre, for the raid. Why hasn't the shout out worked? I'm just trying to give a minute for the shout out to work. Sorry about this. I don't know if it's not working, but everyone please do go follow Beautiful Waves, and we'll try and I'll try and follow you and check out your stream at some point as well. Oh, so what's your favourite job to play? What are you playing at the moment?
You fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then.
I mean, it did.
I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
You are currently working on Reaper, but you're a Dark Knight and Dancer main. Oh my goodness, please don't look at my my dancing skills then. So I started off as a summoner, which I really enjoyed. Tried Archer into Bard. Enjoyed Archer, wasn't so keen on Bard. Don't know why. And then and now I'm playing Dancer, which I'm really enjoying. And then my plan is to have a go at Pictomancer when I get to 90 as well. So lots of stuff to try. I'm definitely sticking to the DPSs. There will be no tanking or healing. Deirdre, how are you, my darling? Thank you for joining. Mwah. How are you? How are you? Yeah, same on Archer to Bard. I just didn't enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. Oh, okay, we can Picto together. I'm sure you're probably going to be better at it than me, but you know, I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. Oh, you're on the Mogtime event as well. Everyone's doing the event tonight. So Deirdre is my little.
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
So yes, I'm really enjoying MSQ. So Deirdre and Oopsie are like the strangest fairy godmothers you've ever had in your life. They just rock up, they leave me mail, they drop off some like mounts or minions and then disappear again, which is really lovely, and I do appreciate it.
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urielge's vision.
No.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
True.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims.
I am loving MSQ. I'm so drawn in at the moment.
Speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation.
Yeah, it's fine. Haven't been killed off yet.
As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
And we have to deal with Lord Vahri of Yulmore, who I really don't like.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood.
Okay. Lovely.
100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favour of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam.
Oh, thank you so much again for the raid. You have a good sleep, a good rest, and hopefully we'll catch up soon. Good night.
A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared.
I love the fact that Reuven is like, we will get this shout out to work.
For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down.
Okay.
Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Which are the Sin Eaters, obviously.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a fun way of
once the change
becoming.
is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach.
It's a little bit of an excessive
Even that is not the worst of it.
situation.
The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Oh, well, that sounds disgusting.
They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason.
I know
which is
people like
why
that.
they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Okay, then.
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Well, I feel like we need to find a better way of solving the problem. Do you not think? That's what I think. Zombie angels. Indeed. Okay. That sounds like a fantastic, really B-grade movie that we need to make. My bestie Fran and I, when we get drunk, we come up with the best ideas. And my latest one to take to her is, or the last one we spoke about, was a zombie mermaid movie. A bit kind of like Sharknado-y. So you have to have this, there's a philosophy that says you have to have a discussion about an idea when you're drunk and when you're sober to see if it stands the test of both. And I totally think a zombie mermaid movie would work, and zombie angels as well. I'm loving it. Technically, are angels not zombies anyway? Anyway, I'm going to ponder that another time. Oh, Midgard Summer, do you mind getting out of the way? It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. They wouldn't be quite useless once on land. Well, it depends on what kind of mermaids they are. Are you thinking like Daryl Hannah mermaids, where their tails turn into legs when they're on land? Or, you know, could they kind of like sea lion around? I mean, it's a good thought though. It's a good thought, Pico. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesseline and the others have been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. The first one is terrifying. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what's worse actually. Would it be that they slowly sort of turn into complete fish, or that their heads are sharkish so they can bite us? Okay. They could chase us on land and then drag us back to water and then drown us as they eat us. Exactly. I mean, see, this has got B-grade horror movie written all over it. I think it sounds amazing. I just need to write a script and find someone with enough ability to make this into a movie. So, Mr. Fran and I watched one of the when I say watched, I mean I put one of the Sharknado movies on, and he was like, I literally can't do this. It reminds me of a screensaver on a computer that I used to have back in the 90s. That is the quality we're talking here, people. I'm sure we can manage that. Right, Alice wants us to help finish her patrol. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience of the resident terrors. Why, thank you. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. Not treasure spots, that's a whole different thing. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater. But you'll know for sure enough when they come slavering after your Aether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting! So, when the zombie mermaids have dragged you back to the sea, do you think it'd be worse to be eaten by them or to drown whilst being eaten by them? Now there's a thought. And what are we going to call it? Are we just going to call it zombie mermaids? I mean, it says what it does on the tin. Right, how do I get down by there? Oh goody, there is one of those things that keep trying to attack me. Mermaid. Oh my god, that's literally brilliant. You can totally have credit. Totally have credit for that one. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going the wrong way. Because, you know, it's what I do. Sand sucker. Why have we suddenly entered worms with Kevin Bacon over here? No, Tremors is the one I'm thinking of. Mermaid. I actually love that. It's brilliant. It's nearly as good as Snakes on a Plane. I wonder what that film's about. Any ideas, anyone? I love the fact that Samuel L. Jackson actually fought to keep the name as well. He was like, you're not calling it anything else. It's called Snakes on a Plane. Someone needs to get these mother effing snakes off this mother effing plane. I'm genuinely, I'm taking that. I think that's genius. Oh, hello. Oh, well. Welcome to the party. See how we play. Oh, why are you? Why? Just why do you feel the need to also get involved, you stupid lizard? What is the banging? It seems quite unnecessary. This lizard wants to knock off. Oh, look, the sand suckers over there are having a row and all. Okay. Area 1, clear. Ooh. It's very weird, isn't it? Because you always think about the light as being the good side of the Force, or, you know, you always battle for light, don't you? It's always the pure and true and innocent thing that you should be, you know, fighting for. It's very. I like the fact they've twisted it on its head so that the light in this case is not good, it's bad. Right, go away, little sandmole. No one needs you in there now. I did see an excellent question the other day that was a meme. It's my 13-year-old son has just blown my mind, and he asked me, why do they have shadows if they're lightsabers? I mean, it's a valid point. Light and dark are both elements. You don't want too much or too little of either. Everything in balance. Good old yin and yang. Everything in moderation. It's good, it's true. Besides, without the dark we couldn't appreciate the light, and vice versa. Do you really have to start this business? Is it really necessary that you come in here kicking off for no apparent reason, apart from the fact that you just want to cause me trouble? Everything into moderation, like jelly beans. Oh no, jelly beans are the exception to the rule. You can eat as many of them as you like. I mean, it probably will make you sick eventually, so, you know, maybe there's still a... I mean, if they weren't, you know, trying to eat me, they'd almost be pretty, wouldn't they? Right, off we go, back to finding LSA. Remember her, I don't know how to spell it. I mean, if you blame me because you overeat on jelly beans, then, I mean, I feel like you need to take responsibility for your own jelly bean consumption. Fran said one bag won't hurt you. She didn't say buy a supersized box from Costco and eat the lot. Fran didn't say you need to eat jelly beans for breakfast, lunch and dinner until you literally are puking up rainbow vomit. How did I fare? Oh yeah, good, I beat some up. Ah, I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you'd noticed it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any other natural predator you might encounter in a desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Seems sensible. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. Problematic. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Indeed. Tesleen, 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 Tesleen. Did I get this oath right already? I think I did, but I'm going to just double check. I mean, Fran says lots of things. I give you lots of challenges. Do you go and do all of those things, you know? The shout-out thing is bugging you. Well, of course it is. What a surprise. I'm sure you will fix it. Just to test it. Fair enough. I'm trying to look at the map and it is behind the chat. That's not helpful. Right, over here. It works, it works. It does indeed. Cool. Alice tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for me leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alice has missed your company. Everything is always, if Diawara was here, she would... That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Diawara's methods. Indeed. Haha. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. Oh, I'm feeling the adoration. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation. It really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Oh, you little smitten kitten, you. Oh. I'm only teasing, though I've no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets, just as you do. Oh, it's Alice got a girlfriend. Look, I've got more stuff. Ooh. Right, she has the air of a woman being pulled in 10 directions at once. I totally feel that. Okay. I'd love to weigh out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. Ugh, there are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alice? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do it with a hand, it's true, thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder, Alice. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a case of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pornil, Todden and Halric. They may not give much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Oh. Let us go and meet Pornil. Pornil, 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 Pornil. It works on so many names. So, I mentioned the Oscars. Okay, so at the Oscars, right, what they do is they give everyone these goodie bags. These goodie bags are worth, thousands and thousands of pounds. And I'm not being funny, right, but the people are Pornil. Grown. The people who are winning and attending the Oscars are not the people that really need goodie bags that are worth thousands of pounds. Do you not feel that they're kind of like giving them to the wrong people? Just me, obviously. Alright, let's interact with Pornil, who is now Pornil in my head. Thank you. That was easy. Right, there's Todden. Right, dude. Todden glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Don't you start with Pornil. Oh my goodness. And Halric. Well, I've got a feeling that Halric's going to turn. Gone very pale. Halric remains utterly still as I wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Oh, Halric. There was little wings coming out the back. Halric is not long. There's got to be a better way to treat this. You've seen to the patients. How were they? Yeah, the first two are not too bad, but Howrick... Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I am concerned about Howrick, though. I'll have to speak to the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to that discussion, then. I was going to take Diawara to Maud Sook if you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassad's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. To-do run, 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 to-do run, run. Come then, Diawara. There's something I want you to see, right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. Oh, Ron. Right, let's go find to-do Ron. Where am I? Run, Forest, run! Nice. Excellent use of pop culture. Do love a good popular culture reference. Okay. I need to come out of behind the thingy. There we go. He was down this way, I think. There he is. Hello, Neo. How you doing? Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares. Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? I like nectarines. Oh, yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. I got the best grapes the other day. Sorry, just to digress. They're only from the supermarket, but they're really nice grapes. You know, sometimes you just get them and they're a bit blah, but these were very good. So, you know, treat yourself to some nice fruit this week, people. Treat yourself to a piece of fruit that you don't normally treat yourself to. Nectarines, grapes, etc. Just, you know, it's good to get a bit of freshness in. And also it's good, you know, to encourage small people to eat their fruit. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one free of charge. Oh, that's nice. Especially because you've still got froggies on a skewer here. Gods, I've never seen a Maud merchant give something away for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Jelly beans may be fruit flavoured, but there's no actual fruit in them. They're just sugar and E numbers. Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Don't give them to me, thank you, anyway. Oh, hello, Neppy. My God, there's a blast from the past. Long time no see. How the devil in devil are you? We are in heckin' Shadowbringers. I know, right? Well, this is what happens when you don't come visit me. It has been a while. How you been? What you been up to? Oh, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please. Only the best regulars for you. Come again, my friends. You love Shadowbringers. It's your favourite expansion. A lot of people say that. So yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. It's good. You've been okay. You're doing raids. Okay, so Reuven is desperate to get the shout out thing to work. Okay. Sort of half working. Which raids are you on? We've just done... We did the Alexander raids, then we did the Alphascape raids, and then we did... Oh, what was the last ones called? The ones that I can't remember the name of. Always the way. No, now it's just got stuck. Okay. Newest Ultimate, which is based on the raid series in Shadowbringing. The source needs refreshing. Okay, I love the fact that you think that I know how to do that. I've gone to sources, I can't see the refresh button. You do seem to pull time, so you're going to lurk. Well, I appreciate the lurk. I do not know how to refresh the source, so you'll have to do that later. Okay. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetheryte to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from the very top. Down the bottom it will say refresh. Or going to talking and go back to gameplay, okay. No, still there. Okay, hang on a sec. Settings. Don't mind us people, there's just a slight technical hitch. It's called SO. Okay, so I'll click on that. Settings. There's no refresh here. Double click. Oh, a double click. Of course. Cancel defaults. Local file. Still no refresh button. What about if I right click on it? No. I can't find refresh anywhere. Right. Oh. I've tried double clicking on it and it doesn't. Oh, and now I don't even know what. Oh lord, I don't know what I've done. Okay, that's totally fine. So I'm just gonna work around. Just gonna work around it. Don't mind me. We'll have tech support will come and save the day in a minute. Bless him. Right, let's go find Alizé again. I'm just gonna work here with Neppy on my screen for a little while. I mean, who doesn't want Neppy on their screen at the end of the day? Tech support is probably going to come and do it and like click 2 buttons and it just be sorted, but you know. Here are your precious worms. That buys us to a trip of the tower now, does it not? Glazed wigglers, you actually bought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. Yeah, you can be bought with honeyed worms, mate. Never fails. Shall we? Up, up, up to the tower we go. Is anyone else getting like slightly dizzy? A little bit of height stuff going on here.
Look, over there, where the wall is broken.
That's right. If you talk to some people, they can build a wall. Gonna build a wall.
Do you see what lies beyond?
It looks like the sea.
That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness.
A little bit, but it's probably full of jelly beans. No more jelly beans for you. Seriously, go outside, eat some fruit, drink some water. Jeez.
Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance.
And nobody wants that in their life.
That nectarine you bought. It's Halric's favourite fruit.
Well, maybe Halric might feel a bit better once he's had a nectarine then.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light.
Instead of consumed. Okay. Well, how do we stop that
from happening? The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true.
We got a lot to do
Sooner
here.
or later, every single one of them will turn.
And then they've got to be deleted.
Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
I mean, surely they kind of like catch on to that. Oh, this is going to be his last meal
I
then.
feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
Never enough, never, never. Well, I'm here now, and we'll figure something out. We've got Orangier, for God's sake.
But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Yeah, it was a bit rude, actually, to be fair. You left me, technically. I didn't leave you.
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons.
So he tells me.
But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield.
It's all good. It's not exactly your fault.
So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here.
Fair. Good choice.
And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
That's a horrible thing to have to decide, isn't it? Somebody's fate like that. Okay. We shall speak to Alyssa again. He's a rubbish guard if he's meant to be stopping people from going up there. Let's come out a bit. We're a bit zoomed in. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse at the empty wasteland beyond the wall is more than worth an hour of Orangier's lecturing. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. Ugh! I missed one, sorry. And it isn't the threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards, and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Who am I to judge? Right, let's take the nectarine to Tesleen. Tesleen, 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 Tesleen. So, I did see something really cool the other day. Right. So in... Oh no, hang on, which country was it? I want to say Croatia or somewhere like that. Right, they'd made a plan to build a dam, and it was going to cost like about 8 million euros or pounds, whatever they use out there, to build this dam, and they couldn't get any funding and they couldn't get agreement on it, so they had to leave it for however many years. A group of beavers came along, right, and they have done this dam that was needed for free. See, nature finds a way. And I just love this, that, you know, had they have just let nature take its course in the first place, it was all sorted for them. But yeah, they're very clever animals, beavers. They read the natural biodiversity, and then apparently they make adjustments. So when a beaver makes a dam, it doesn't just do it for itself, it does it for lots of other creatures in its vicinity, insects, birds, etc. And usually then that area, that environment all thrives. Beavers are totally smart. They are so cool. They're really much cooler than I realised actually after reading this. So yeah, I just love that story. I love nature. I just think we interfere too much, and we should just kind of let nature do its thing a little bit. Right, here you go, Tesleen. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Indeed, I did. Thank you. Alice has explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we've decided to keep an eye on Haloric for now. Thanks to you, though. If his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Okay then. It's a really sucky thing to do. Have to do, but there we go. If the alternative is worse, she makes an effort to smile brightly. Oh, bless. Right, I'm just gonna... Just bear with me, everybody. I'll be right back in just a minute. Okay, I think we seem to have resolved the issue. You should just see me now. Can anyone see anything about Neppy, or has it gone back to normal-ish? Normal-ish, hopefully. And then we're just going to do another little tester. Oops, it's normal, good. Okay, so let's just try... it's normal for you. So let's just check that this now works. No, unfortunately we can't sort out the shout out at the moment, so we will sort that out ready for Thursday stream. Sorry guys for not being able to shout you out, but we will sort it out next time. Hang on, we're just having another go. No, okay, we'll sort it out next time, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get back to it.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Indeed. Bless him. What would I do without him? Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Yummy, who doesn't love a nice stew? Minty lamb stew is my favourite stew. Proper winter food.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
It's funny because nectarines and peaches and stuff, they look like little bums, don't they? Does anyone else think that? Just me? Okay.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh God. What?
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
I'm not entirely sure I want to eat bits and bobs, to be honest. Butt fruit. You needn't have gone to the trouble, I'll have another bite. It's the butt fruit. Peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
Mindfulness. It's very important.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs.
Exactly, PK. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. If I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. But for now, I'll have to wait. It's the most random thing to make a song about. I love it.
I knew there was no way to save her. but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here.
It's understandable.
Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable. To receive the mercy of a painless death.
He's just so passionate about peaches. Absolutely. I mean, who isn't? Everyone should be passionate about something. This is a really interesting kind of question about euthanasia, isn't it? Should we assist? Should we allow people to suffer? I do not have the answers, and I certainly don't think it's a debate that will ever have a firm answer. But I think again, it's all about people, giving people the right to choose.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one.
It's like that trope in zombie movies where people don't want to turn into a monster. Absolutely. And I'd just like to say, I have said to Mr. Fran before, if we are over in a zombie apocalypse and there is a risk that he's going to turn into a zombie, you know, not like a little risk, like it's definitely going to happen. I love him enough that I would kill him. That's romance for you, isn't it? And I would expect him to do the same for me. Talking of which, DM, can you find me a raid, please? Bury him below the deck. Absolutely. Oh, we're going to be
It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for. Even when you believe they go on to a better place.
And obviously, you know, when they're zombies, you have to make sure you get something in the brain. Yeah.
I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
Yeah. He's the Warrior of Light.
I've never heard the tale. I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrant could tell you a version of it.
I met the Warrior of Darkness, just saying.
Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath.
Indeed. Oh, there is no darkness tonight, actually.
Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
He does.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the sin eaters.
Well, equality is important. Something's occurring.
They're coming.
Uh-oh.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm sure I'm about to get into a fight. Tiwara, Alice say! We have to go and look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's out there wandering alone... We'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before. But it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. I will do the west side. Please, Halric. Oh, excuse me. Please be alright. I'll cover the north and west then. You take everything from here to the south. Okay. Off we go. I've got 2 minutes. I know. Pico, I did literally that came out of nowhere. I had no control. I was trying to gloss over it so that nobody noticed. Oh, thank you for, you know, drawing attention. Thank you for that. Where is my way? Oh, there it is. Just lay off the beer. I mean, she's got a hard job. She might need some beer. That's understandable. I bet when I get done here, this is going to be a fight. No, go away. I haven't got time for you giant crab thing. This is so going to be a fight, isn't it? Actually, I think it was cider. I don't think it was beer. Is it still? I thought it was still chasing me. Oh my god, jeez. It's impressive work. Right, here we go. Oh, we are surveying. We are surveying. So if we go and touch the white wall of... Right, there's no sign here. If we go and touch this white wall, what happens? That's what I want to know. Back. DSOO. Suddenly I find myself under attack. I knew it. Look, do you mind? Who asked you? Given folly, it looks like a giant scorpion is up there. Break time. Okie dokie. Right. I am going to leave it there, guys. We're going to come back and do the rest next time. So I shall be back on Thursday. So let me get back to the house. Right in the middle of searching for Halrig. Outrageous. Oh, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. For obviously joining in my singing and all other appropriate things that we are doing. You're going to fly next time. Yeah, please stay for the raid. We're going to raid into Big Fat Celestial, who's really good fun to watch. So have a fantastic day tomorrow. Obviously we'll be back on Thursday at 9. If you are going to raid with me, we're gonna go. I need a raid message. I'm gonna work on my raid message. I don't have one. So let me get this raid going for you. Thank you again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I've had really good fun with you guys tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you Thursday. Have a good couple of days. bye.